Okay, so you took a Disney villains quiz and yet you knew none of the songs. Not okay. I mean, I know maybe you don't like Disneyland and all, but you need to be educated on your Disney villain songs, which is great because I was thinking I wanted to do Disney villain quotes, but it was kind of ambitious and a little hard, so now I'm doing songs. That was Dr. Facilier from Princess and the Frog, Friends on the Other Side. Awesome. Okay, so this week I went to the temple on Monday, which was great, but I didn't bring my key and everyone left and I was locked out of my house. It was really sad and hard. I may have cried a lot. Oh, another thing, I'm home, which is great, and I'm in my actual room, which I'm so happy about. But I also have family members here, so if there's noises, lo siento. But anyway, so back to my story. I got locked out and I had to go to class without any of my stuff, and I was really bugged and really upset. I just have to say,
It's not my fault. I'm not to blame.
but I am to blame. It was my fault. I forgot my key. So new lesson learned, always bring your key with you wherever you go. Also, I'm sorry that homecoming is still really sad.
Come on, you poor unfortunate soul.
See what I did there? Great. I forgot to tell you who the other person was. Claude Frollo from Hunchback of Notre Dame singing Hellfire. And then that was Ursula from The Little Mermaid singing Poor Unfortunate Soul. You are a poor unfortunate soul. I'm sorry. The life is hard. But you'll get through it and do an amazing job. I know it. But you can complain to me all you want. These ears will listen to it. Then, the only bad thing, not the only bad thing, but a major bad thing about BYU, not to dissuade you from coming, in fact, you should just plug your ears and not listen to this, but it also kind of fits in to one of the songs. So, Radcliffe, Mine, 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 one of the songs that you do not know, and I'm kind of offended because Pocahontas is amazing. I don't have a fall break, and that stinks so much. Every year, we have UEA, and we'd go up to Park City. I don't know if you know what that is. It's just this little city, but it was my family tradition. This is like the first year, well, not the first year, but it's just really sad that I don't have a fall break, and I maybe have pouted about it a lot more than I should have. But yeah, you should come to Provo. I always say it, but I mean it, and yeah. School is a good place.
Because, like, I've been searching my whole life to find my own place.
I hope you know what that's from. Frozen, Hans, Love is an Open Door, probably the kindest villain song ever sung, because it's a love song and a villain song, all in one. But it's good in some ways and not so good in other ways. I really like my film class. I've talked about this a lot, but education is good for understanding things because that was the mob song by Gaston and some French villagers from Beauty and the Beast. And we don't like what we don't understand, and I definitely used that in an essay once in junior high school, so legit. Also, this week we had a constitutional convention and I was representing New Jersey. In my family, we have this like alter ego where we're all Jersey boys. My name's Mac, and I spoke in this accent the whole time. It was really fun and entertaining, and I love doing stuff like that. So that was fun. Then Oh My Disney is great. That's the website you took the quiz from, and if you like personality quizzes, you should go to Oh My Disney and take all their quizzes because they're so fun and addicting. Like, I took one a day, like, where should my honeymoon be, according to Disney? It said London, England, so that's exciting. It also tells you who your best friend is from the princesses, who your soulmate is, who you should go to prom with, like, really necessary information to have. And obviously, you're a little bit sexy, so you need to do that. I mean, that's how I would describe you, so bueno. Here's the song you picked, which I think out of those songs, it'd be kind of hard, because I love Mine, 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 and Hellfire is great, too. but I do love The World's Greatest Criminal Mind from The Great Mouse Detective, sung by Radigan. Here it is.
And even grimmer plot has been simmering in my great criminal brain.
So great. Vincent Price, I mean, what could be better? Love it. Then there's also Painting the Roses Red. That's from Alice in Wonderland, and there is like 15 seconds that is actually sung by the Queen of Hearts, but this isn't that part, but I like it anyway, so yeah. They paint the roses red because they planted the white roses by mistake. It's great. I'm sure you've seen it before, but it's a shame you didn't know it. So, Alice in Wonderland. What a great, great film. Anyway, so, yeah. Oh no, I forgot my quotes. Okay, well, I'll talk about that later anyway. I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm really scrambled. It's 6 minutes. Okay, focus. You talked about height. Okay, I didn't even know you wanted to go be Disney Princess. That is awesome. You should totally go for it. Totally try out. I have I've done a lot of research on it, so if you have any questions, feel free to ask me anytime, because I'm kind of a nerd. But your height, it is kind of important. I'm 5'7.5", and they measured me down a whole inch. And I've heard that they do that a lot. So in my audition, and they measured me twice, and my second time I ended up being 5'6.5". So, which is good. The princess range is 5'3" to 5'7", but they're a little lenient, especially if you really look the part. But I mean, there are other characters you could play that are costumed, that you could be higher. How tall are you? Doesn't even matter. You should just go for it. It's so fun, and you should do it. Just go for it. Good things happen when you go for it. That's one of my favorite quotes of life, but it doesn't fit any of the quotes you gave me. So anyway, if you go to an audition, because you are Scar, you need to... I had it like at a different point than I meant to, but let me start over. You need to okay, the one flaw, I'm just not even gonna talk about that. Okay, favorite quotes. I cannot pick a Voltaire quote. That is so hard. I have a Voltaire app. It's the only app I've ever bought. Best dollar I've ever spent in my life. Maybe it was $2. It doesn't matter. It was amazing. So maybe I'll start sharing Voltaire quotes because he's just so brilliant. But I did think of one today that I'll share because I love Voltaire. You know that. Everyone knows it. But happiness is good. No. I messed. Oh, I'm sorry, Voltaire. Okay, here we go. Starting over. Erase up your mind. I have chosen to be happy, for it is good for my health. Oh, Voltaire, genius. So true. Be happy. Okay, Harry Potter. I love Harry Potter, and there's 7 books I have to pick one quote from. Kind of impossible. I'm just gonna go with... I'm only joking. I am Fred. There you go. Or quite possibly, I'm going to bed before either of you think up another clever idea to get us killed, or worse, expelled. She needs to sort out her priorities. And I realize that both of those are from the films, which are, like, pretty okay, good. But not from the books. Sorry. Yeah, struggles is real. And then my favorite church quote is also really hard, and I have lots of them, but the one that's, like, stuck with me for a long time, since, like, when I was a beehive, 6 years ago, was this one by Gordon B. Hinckley, and it says, "Never fear, it's always good in the end. If it's not good, it's not the end," which I love, because I love it when things are good, and I like good endings, so never fear. It's 10 minutes. I'm so sorry. This is the longest video. So I'm going to end it right now by saying, question for you. If you could spend a whole day with someone, would you spend it with someone in the past or in the future? Like someone from those eras. Yes. And so now I say that was Jafar from Aladdin. So long. I will see you on Tuesday. I'm sorry this video is so long. Ugh.